Hi friends, I'm Felicia. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing my reading goals for 2017 and then going through the goals that I've set for 2018 this year. I went through my video that I posted last year about my reading goals and I had 7 goals. And so I'm just going to go through them and tell you how I did on them. So my first goal was to read 50 books and I did complete that. I read 110 books. So that was pretty good. The second goal that I had was to read more CanLit, more literature by Canadian authors. And I read 7 books, 7 different authors, Canadian authors. So that's not as much as I would have hoped, but it's still better than I'm sure I've done in previous years. Yeah, I wanted to make it more of a priority, but it just didn't happen. But one of my goals was to read a Margaret Atwood book, because I had not. And this year I finally read The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood, and so I finally did that, and I just feel very proud of myself that I read the quintessential Margaret Atwood book and the Canadian author for that matter. So yeah, I just feel really good about that. My third goal was that I was going to do a library ban and I was going to read my own books. I did not do very well on that one. I went to the library a lot and I also listened to a lot of library books from Overdrive. So I didn't read as much of my own books as I wanted to. So that one I didn't do very well on. Goal number 4 was to buy only 2 books a month. And I failed hardcore at that one. But I did reduce my book buying by like almost half from the previous year. And so I would call that a win. As well, I also bought a lot less ebooks. In the past, I've just been totally suckered by like free ebooks and books that are on sale for $2. Like they just totally sucker me in and I just buy them. But then I end up not reading them. And so this past year I did way better about that. I was way more controlled. So that part was a win. So in 2016, this includes like every book that I acquired, whether it was a free ebook or someone gave it to me or I got it from the thrift store for a quarter, like all of them. In 2016, I acquired 151 books, which is horrendous. But that's everything. And then last year in 2017, I acquired 84 books, which is still lots. It's a lot, but that's better than 151. Yeah, so like in terms of that, I feel good. The intent with reading or buying only 2 books a month was to reduce my book buying by a lot, and last year I definitely did control it. And towards the end of the year it kind of was a bit more lax, but like the first half of the year I did really good. Like that also includes like I bought a Harry Potter box set, so it's like 7 books in one shot. So yeah, but this year like I really want to no book buying really. So but I'll get into that yet. Goal number 5 was to keep a reading journal, and now I just see that my reading journal is in the bottom of a pile of journals on my desk, so I won't be showing it to you. And the intent with that was to just write a few stats from every book that I read and then my thoughts on it. And I did well with writing down all the books, the titles and the author and the stats, like how many pages and what year it was published, etc. But writing my thoughts in there, I fell really behind on that. So I'm going to try to go back and do the best that I can with filling in my thoughts still. But with books this year, I've only read 3 books so far this year. So I intend, you know, kind of to prioritize this year and then go back and do what I can with filling in the rest. Goal number 6 was to write a review on my blog for every book that I read, I think, or blog more than 10 times. I didn't write that down very well when I was watching the video. I must have gotten distracted, so I don't know what that means. So maybe my goal was to blog more than 10 times, or it was to write a review for every book. I don't know. Whatever the case, I did not did not really do well at that one either. I'm still conflicted about my book blog, and it being separate from my personal blog, which I also don't really update, but I kind of miss that, and I enjoy writing book reviews, and so, but I've kind of let Goodreads be the book review area for me, platform. That's the word I was looking for. But I'm gonna, yeah, I don't know. This year I haven't really decided on anything specific about that. I'm just gonna let it be what it is, and we'll see. And my last goal was to finish up some book series that I started, and I mentioned 12 specifically, and so out of those 12, I completed 4, and I decided not to finish one of them. So the ones that I mentioned, I wrote them all down, so I'll just read it to you, and then I'll tell you if I read it or not, or whatever. So Red Rising, did not finish that one, did not even read any more books in that series. Harry Potter, I thought I would finish Harry Potter for sure, and I didn't, so I'm kind of shocked about that. Fruits Basket, I did finish Fruits Basket, and that was just a really long endeavor, and I'm really proud of myself that I did that. I wanted to finish rereading the Anne of Green Gables series, and I did not. I actually didn't even read another book of that in 2017, which is sad. I did want to finish reading the Laura Jean series by Jenny Han, so I did complete that one, up to this point. Like, if she all of a sudden decides to do another one, whatever. I wanted to finish the Air Chronicles by Cinda Williams-Chima. I did not even read another book in that series. I wanted to finish the Young Elite series by Marie Lu, and I finished reading that one. I also wanted to finish reading the Lone City series by Amy Ewing, and I finished that one as well. I wanted to finish the Silo series by Hugh Howey. I just had the last book, and I did not pick it up. I wanted to finish the Remnant Chronicles by Mary E. Pearson, and I did not read the last book, you guys. I don't even know. I just put so much pressure on that book to be phenomenal that I've just like completely psyched myself out about it. So you can see here, this is a TBR shelf. You can see it here. I can't bend my arm that way though, but I have it right here. I'm going to reread the first two, and I'm going to read the last one, and it's going to happen this year. It is. I wanted to finish reading the Harringford and Watts series by Rachel McMillan, and I didn't pick up another book of that yet. And then the Fifth Wave series by Rick Yancey, I decided not to finish that series. I just had completely lost all interest, and I didn't even like the first book. It was just totally out of my mind. Like, it was kind of interesting, the parts that I remember, but like I just could not care less about how it ends. So yeah. So those were my goals for 2017. And now I'll go through my goals for 2018, which I wrote in my bullet journal. And I got this lovely copper Leuchtturm for my bullet journal this year, so that was fun. Basically, I just had simple goals because I just, yeah. Like, I maybe have sub-goals in my head, but I didn't write them down. Like, just official goals. It's pretty simple. My first goal is to read the Lord of the Rings trilogy. At this time, I have only read the first book, and I really wanted to finish reading them before I turned 30, which is at the end of May. And so I actually asked my book club if they would like to read those books. I know they've all read them before, but like to reread them with me. And they said yes. So starting in February, March, and April, we're going to be reading one of the books. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited to actually do that and to read it together with my friends. It's going to be fun. The next goal is to finish up 10 in progress series. And so that can be so the ones that I mentioned before that I have not finished yet, that were on my list for last year. Finish up those ones. And then a series like the Illuminae Files, which I'm still waiting for the last book to finish that one. Yeah, series like that. So, and I'm sure I will start series yet at some point this year. So I will have 10 series to finish, no problem. My next goal is to read a book a week. My Goodreads goal is set at 52 books because I do read a book a week pretty consistently, and if I don't read a book, finish a book one week, then I'll finish 2 the next week. Like, I'm not worried about not reading 52 books. So, yeah. I don't really have anything else to add to that. My next goal was to post a YouTube video every week. So far, we're the 3rd week into the year and starting the 4th week, right? 1, 2, 3. Yep, starting the 4th week of the year, and I've posted 1 video. So far I'm doing really well on that, but my goal in that is just to post more videos. So I should have gone back and checked how many videos I actually posted in 2017, but it was not a lot. So I'm hoping to do more this year. And then this idea came to me in terms of buying books. It came to me and I'm very curious to see how it's going to work. But my goal for buying books is buy 1 book and then I have to read it before I can buy another book. So that's not limiting how many books I can buy, or like if I buy 2 books at once, then I have to read those 2 books before I can buy more. So, and I am currently reading the 1 book that I have bought so far this year. So that's good. So I have no idea how this is going to work. I don't know. It's probably going to be really hard, but I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to see if it works. I'm going to try. So those are my goals for 2018. We shall see how I do on them. Hopefully better than I did the previous year. But yeah, I think I tried to keep them manageable, so it's not too far out, right? So yeah. Yeah, so that's going to be all for today's video. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up and let me know. Leave a comment down below with some of your thoughts. And until next time, so long and thanks for all the fish.